guys, we got this. Let's go. Gun wide trip sweep. Pros X go. On one. Ready?
Ready.
What's going on, everyone? ANCAP24 here from HuddleGG. In today's video, I want to talk about a formation that I really like that can be found in several different playbooks. The one that I'm in right now for this example is going to be the Baltimore Ravens, and it's the gun split twins. Now, gun split twins is definitely a formation that it's got some versatility. I've talked about this in past YouTube videos. One of the things I like about it is that there's a tight end here, number 81 on the screen. If you can go ahead and take this 3 wide receiver set, you basically take out the tight end, and now you have the ability to run it with 3 wide receivers and the tight end being the one in the backfield. I'm going to show that for this video. This way you can do a little bit more audibling if you like that. If you like it to where you want to have 2 tight ends, obviously you leave it the same way. But it's really nice. The play I want to talk about is PAF slide. And this play is something that this concept of the slide route here is something that I really, really like when it comes to being able to attack cover 2. But this play is really unique because it has the ability to kind of be a base play and attack all coverages. So what I like to do on this is put the A on a streak and then take your RB, move them over to the left, okay? So it ends up being somewhat of a trips tight end, Trey White flex look, depending on if you want to say that that tight end is off the line of scrimmage, or at least flexed out. And you can just run it like this. You can block your running back if you feel like they are blitzing you. But what you're going to see here is that this does a really good job of giving you a two-way option. The first option is the X route on the sidelines. Right now I'm going against soft squats. And what you're going to see here is the RB will take down that soft squat pretty quickly. You'll see here, take this out, and you can see that we have that angle towards the outside. So if anybody's doing any type of cover to soft squat blitz, which you'll find in pinch 2 at a 245 odd, you'll find at $1. If anybody's doing those where they're leaving the soft squats as default, that guy is going to jump this RB every single time. And this time I'm going to block the running back. And you'll see here that this guy will give you that opportunity to throw it to the outside and get yourself some easy yards, right? So it's a really nice opportunity in that regard. The second thing what you're going to notice is that when you go against normal cover 2, which I'll go with Tampa 2, which is basically a cloud flat, depending on if they just leave their guys on their normal alignment, you're still going to have a good opportunity of doing either the X over the top or the RB underneath. We'll talk about the RB first. If he stays underneath it, you just throw it to him and you get yourself some easy yards. And most of the time it's that way. A lot of times now that with the new way that the cloud flats work, which basically they just drop back about 15 yards, you're just better off hitting the RB. And the reasoning for that is just basically because it's the easier way to go with it. If you're waiting on the guy to come back down, a lot of times it's going to be happening. Maybe they're in 30s, they're on deeper throws. But I'll show it to you here. If you know that they're not in 30s, you still throw this ball over the top and get that player as an easy catch on the sidelines. If just you've been watching your opponent, they're in normal cover 2 cloud flats, and it's really good. Now, the other thing that you want to talk about is actually this B route. This B route is actually really, really nice. It comes from the slot, and it can be smart routed as well. So I'm going to start off with it when it's not going to be something that we smart route. We're on the 20-yard line, and if somebody wants to run like a 30-yard cloud flat, what you'll notice is that you're going to have the ability to throw this over the top of it, and you can see here, went to the 35. So if I'm on the 20, it goes to the 35, that's a 45-yard throw. And that's coming from the B basically being where he is in the wide side of the field, but he's closer, right? Like if I was to move this ball to the left hash mark, he'd actually get even higher elevation, right? So I'll do it here this time where I'm going to go and I'm going to make sure that we smart route it so that basically he gets a little bit further down the field before he breaks. And you'll notice here again that you're going to have the ability to hit this B and clear any of those 30-yard flats. So if you look at it here and you're saying, I want to go to the X. If they're in soft squats, they jump down, I'm going to throw it to the X. If you notice that they're not in soft squats and maybe they're dropping further, now you can take your attention to the B receiver and make sure that you clear those 30-yard flats on the right-hand side. So I'll try it again here. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Watch this B. And you can see here that we're going to throw this ball this time to about the 30-yard line. So we got about 5 extra yards. Yes, I rolled out with my quarterback. Yes, I, kind of made that throw a little bit easier on myself. But I just want to be for a point of reference, showing you that the 50-yard line was where the 30-yard cloud flats would stop. We got it to the 30-yard line. We cleared it by 20 yards. So these routes are actually really, really, really good when it comes to being able to utilize it to beat cover 2, right? Now, if you're doing hard flats is going to be easy. Just hit over the X. Now, let's just talk about something like cover 3 sky, right? Now, cover 3 sky, you're still going to have that ability to hit the B receiver over the right side. And the reason why, I just want to make sure you see it, the A will, from this alignment, will pull that player. So again, you're going to see here that we're going to be able to throw this ball pretty easily over there. Same thing works with cover 4, basically any coverage. That's just a deep crossing route that you're going to be able to utilize. Now, in cover 3, again, you can still utilize the fact that if they're in a chuck, you can be able to throw it to RB if you really want to. So if the guy chucks B, let's see here, chucks B, now you can hit the RB, get yourself those easy yards if you're in a short yardage situation. So you just want to kind of go through your reads and see basically what you're looking for. The great thing about the last read, which is your deepest player, it takes the most time. So you can always read left to right here. You can look at the RB and then the X and then the B, and you're in good shape. The Y doesn't really do anything for the play, so if you want to go ahead and block them, you can. If you look at the O-line, they have those run blocking assignments where the tiny T's that go forward, that's going to help you against blitzes because they're not going to back up. They're going to attack players. So you're going to be able to notice that you're going to have a little bit better blocking as well on this play. But it's just a great base play to use. The last thing I'll tell you is about match. It's a 4x1, which basically means that when you motion that guy over, you got 4 players to the left, so that way they're not going to match you. So it's just something that's going to be nice when it comes to making sure that nobody follows the B across the field in a matching situation, right? So if I was to do something like, cover 4 match, like a palms or a quarters, it's going to basically turn that off. So that way you don't have to worry about those guys being in the way. So let's just go with a cover 4 quarters, right? And let's go ahead and same play. And what's nice about this is it has that opportunity again. Like you could put the tight end, the wide receiver in this A spot. He also gets slants, which is a really nice opportunity for this formation. Just want to kind of show you that. But when we do this against cover 4 quarters, putting this guy on a 4x1, what you'll notice here again is that you're going to basically turn off the ability for anybody to match the B receiver. Obviously, we got smoke there, but let me go show it to you again. These guys came flying in. But if you were, at least if you were paying attention to it, I'll block the running back just so you can see it. But if you're paying attention to it, you'll see that nobody's going to match the B. What I mean by matching the B is they didn't go ahead and, take him from the get-go. Everybody was playing a spot drop. And that basically gives you the opportunity that if you wanted to, if you're struggling against match, you can go to this type of play. You can see that this guy, nobody's matching him. They're not going to man coverage. They're waiting on it. See, this guy's still spot dropping, and we were able to beat it over the top to him to the sidelines and be able to get our catch, right? So just a nice play to use. I really do like this formation. Something, like I said, it's in several different playbooks. The one that you want to look at is the Ravens. I feel like that's got the best playbook in it. I know it's in the Falcons playbook. I know there's a few others. So definitely check out our database to tell you the rest of them. But you got some cool plays here. The post halfback corner's nice in it. You've got this Texas play that's got the ability to have not only the Texas route by that player in the backfield, but it also has a whip on the slot receiver on the left. So it's definitely a nice way to mix in some plays because these running plays are nice as well. You got a shuffle option, you've got a power read, you got a halfback power, then you also got this inside zone split. So if you're a runner that wants to match something in, definitely look at this formation. I definitely think that there's some really good stuff in it. So appreciate you guys. I'll catch you on tomorrow's video.